A couple of years ago, I was giving this presentation at a conference very similar to this one, and a guy came up to me afterwards and he says, "I think you can help us. The success of our company really relies upon me being able to know what's going to happen in my industry before anyone else knows." And I thought about this for a second, and I reached into my phone and I gave him the list of some really good psychics that I keep on hand for just these situations. Because the reality is, like, none of us know what's going to happen in 5 years or 10 years. Who could have known 5 years ago that most Americans would be totally cool with letting Amazon listen into all of their conversations in their house as long as they got free 2-day shipping? We get very hung up on thinking that there's going to be some new product feature or some great innovation, some killer app, some new idea that's going to come around and disrupt our organizations. But here's the thing. The greatest disruption facing your industry at any moment is social, not technical. We're the people who study groups. We study why people do things and why they interact with each other in the way that they interact, and sort of what compels groups of people to make the decisions that they make in groups. We're interested in the trends. Where would you put your money? What would you bet on? Among the social scientists, the sociologists are the gamblers. We're known as the fun ones.
There's a whole lot of really great science about what drives human behavior in small groups, in teams, and in organizations. And a lot of that science is incredibly applicable to organizations today and goes completely unused.
You don't just need leaders that can foster and champion organizational change. You need ideas that make change worth pursuing. And those ideas, those innovations, they already exist in your organization too. Airbnb is this company that has completely disrupted the hotel and vacation industry. But it's not because they had better technology. I mean, you can now do everything at a Marriott the same way that you do at Airbnb. You can check in advance, you can pay on a mobile app. They didn't win because they built a better app. They won because they fundamentally understood the culture shift that was occurring.
The thing that Airbnb did so well is that they made it okay for strangers to sleep in your house, right? That's the real disruptive technology.
And embedded in all of this is this larger social transition that we've been watching as social scientists for the last 30 or 40 years, which is a fundamental loss of trust across all institutions and organizations. You can't assume trust anymore. You must earn it. And this starts with your employees.
We have to be focused on getting our team members bought in to each other, not just to our ideas. You'll never get a group of individuals to act collectively if they don't belong to a group first.
We're both a little bit vulnerable, and we both have the opportunity to grow. That's what we mean by conversation. We have no way of knowing what the future will look like, but the laws that govern human behavior and determine the success of our organizations will remain the same forever. And if you can make this small shift in your understanding, then you can be the person who successfully leads change efforts in your organization that are durable and repeatable and predictable over and over and over again.